This is Trisha with another motivational moment. Today we're going to talk about being you. Just being you, just the way you are. You don't have to put on a show and be somebody else. Because that's not going to get you nowhere. We need to learn to be ourselves. Be who we are. Don't worry about what the other person have or what the other person got. Learn to be you. You're beautiful just the way you are. There's so many people in the world trying to be other people other than being themselves. Everybody trying to live above their means and doing other things what other people got, and they don't have as much as they got, but they still want to be the next person. We should learn to be ourselves. Don't worry about being nobody else because nobody else is not going to make it. You got to worry about being who you are, loving who you are. So many people in the world is unhappy about who they are. Love you. Don't worry about being like nobody else. Don't worry about being a singer. Don't worry about being this. Don't worry about being that. Being who you are. You are special just the way you are. We don't have to prove a point to nobody who we are. We have to learn to love on us and be us for us. We cannot go in the world trying to act like somebody else. In the long run, you'll see that's not what you really wanted to do. So we got to learn to be you. Be you and be happy that you are you. Don't try to change nothing about yourself. Love you for you. Don't change you. Don't change the way you walk. Don't change the way you talk. Be you. So many people try to change their hair color. So many people try to change the way they look. Some people try to change their facial features. Some people try to change everything about them. If you change some things about you, still be you. Don't worry about what other people think about you because you're amazing just the way you are. If you worry about what other people think about you, you're going to continue changing you. Don't change the way you are. You are okay just the way you are. We don't have to put on a show to be somebody else or act like somebody else. Because if you're going to act like somebody else, you got to continue on doing it over and over and over again. We don't want to act like nobody else. We don't want to act like a singer. We don't want to act like a dancer. We want to act like us. We want our own personality. We don't want nobody else's personality. We want to be us. We want to be happy with the person the Lord made us. I mean, and if that's changing your whole body, that's not you anymore. You want to be you. You want to be happy just the way you are. The Lord made us all special. Everybody is special. Everybody made special. So don't worry about what other people say about you because you are okay the way you are. So many people in the world worry about what other people think about them. So that's when they start changing who they are. Don't worry about that. That's not going to get us nowhere in the world, changing who we are. We got to worry that we have a good heart. We got a lovely mind. We don't have to worry about what other people think of us. In this world, we're not living for nobody else. You're living for you. So be you and be happy that you are you. We don't want to be nobody else but us. Don't try to act like the next person. Don't try to live beyond your means. If you can't afford something, you can't afford it. If you can't do this, you can't do this. You can't do everything. But if you're trying to be like somebody else, you go out your way to do that. But that's not being you because you're trying to be like somebody else. We have to learn to appreciate who we are, love who we are, respect who we are. There's so many people in the world don't do that. They're so unhappy with them. You can't be unhappy with yourself. The Lord made everybody special, and you are special, just the way you are. Don't worry about what nobody else say. There's somebody out there for everybody. Everybody on earth, there's somebody is loving you just the way you are. So don't change for nobody. Don't try to be like somebody else that you're not. Be you and appreciate you. And tell yourself every day that you love you, the person you are. Don't go and change yourself because somebody don't like the way you look, or don't try to change yourself to look like the next person because that's them and that's you still you. So you're putting on a show trying to change to look like that person when that's not you. You have to worry about being you, being you and be happy who who you are and respect who you are. Don't dog who you are. The Lord put you on the earth and He made everybody special. And you are one special person that He made. So if you're listening to this, love you. Love all over you. Don't change for nobody. You are who you are for a reason. Everybody is who they are for a reason. So we don't have to change for nobody to be like nobody else, to look like nobody else. God made us all in a special way. We are all special. You are you. I am me. I love me. Love you. Don't change nothing about yourself. You are amazing just the way you are. Concentrate on being you for a change. Just because you see the next person wearing this and you want to go buy this, but can you afford that? If you can't afford that, don't buy it. Don't be like somebody else. Be who you are. Go and buy what you can afford. Don't go beyond your means trying to buy something to please somebody else or to act like somebody else. That's because that's not being you. Deep inside, that's not you at all. That's you trying to get what they get and trying to look like them. And deep inside, you're never going to look like them, and they're never going to look like you. So concentrating on being you, being happy who you are, loving who you are. Just be you. You don't have to please nobody. Only person you have to please is the Lord. On earth, you don't have to please no one down here. These people right here is not going to let you make it to heaven. They're not the ones. The Lord is the one going to decide if you go to heaven or not. So be you. Be happy with what you got. I mean, if you think you're too small, still love you. If you think you're too big, still love you. If you don't like the way your face looks, still love you. So we have to learn to love who we are. You is you. Me is me. I love me, you love you. And continue to love yourself. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Because when you lose about loving you, the person you are, you lose everything. And when you lose everything, you lose dignity. We don't want to lose dignity or lose the person that we are. Because sometimes people lose the person they are. They get so many things done to their body, so many things done to themselves because they don't love the person they are. That's the why people change. We don't have to change because that body going to soon fade away and it's still you. You still going to be you. So don't change nothing about your lovely self. Stay the way you are. I would never in a lifetime change who I am. There's things that I don't like about myself, but I don't change it. I mean, because I'm going to love me for what God put me here for a reason, and He made me the way I am. So I have to love the way I am. So keep smiling every day and always focus on you. Love you for you. Don't change yourself. Don't change nothing about yourself because there's somebody out here, like I said, there are somebody out here for everybody. They're going to love you just the way you are. You don't need to put a show on for nobody else. You don't need to live beyond your means for nobody else because somebody's going to accept you for what you have already. You don't have to go buy a fancy car. You don't have to go buy a fancy car or fancy clothes or fancy home for somebody to love you just the way you are. Know these things. So many people in the world go out and buy so many different things, materialistic things, because they're not happy with the person they are. If you can afford it, by all means get it. But don't change you. Once you get it, don't change the way you are. Don't forget where you came from. Always remember to love you still. Mostly people get things and they change. But deep inside, that's still you. That's still you, still that person. So we have to learn that. Don't change you. Continue being you. Continue being humble. Continue being sweet to each other. Continue to love one another. And guess what? You'll get far and you'll start loving you. A lot of people don't love themselves because they don't love the Lord. So we have to learn to love ourselves and love the Lord and let Him work on you. God bless. You guys have a wonderful day. And please give me a big thumbs up